How long you been having tattoos?
All right, let's see. So I first started with a half sleeve, and that's been probably 15 years now. And then I just slowly added to it. This was the last piece I added, I think right before Nationals, actually. Been what, 3 years? And we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna do this arm. This is my good arm. Obviously, I lose some lines and some striations and things over here, so I don't want to touch this yet. But I've got plans for some other ones shortly.
I think the best advice is not to do one on your back, because especially if it's large tattoos. Here's my personal opinion. I'm not a big fan of tattoos. I don't have none of them. I wouldn't want anybody to drag. No, no, that's not me. But I
Yeah, you don't do
know,
it. Feels good.
yeah, but I know quite ladies who do have them. Some say they have to cut back because they know that sometimes that ink can take away the detail of the
Right.
muscle, especially when you look at the shoulders, and most definitely the figure pattern. Your shoulders are the most important part. You want that round capness. You want to see the details. But now for the judges that got a little smart on it, they don't penalize you as much. But like I said, to each their own. This is one more from my man, Timeless. It says, shoulders and biceps look insane. So thank you, brother. You missed the flex. When you want to watch the flex, it's back in the video. Check it out. Rewatch it if you want to see it.
Only
You
get
know,
one.
yeah, you only get one, guys. If you want to watch her, like I said, the links to her social media is in the description. I tell you guys, you want to see his flexes, that's where you can go. I don't usually ask for flexes because I saw Joe's comment. I didn't really read too well. I just quickly pull up and you just ask for flex. I usually don't like to bother you out with flexes because I know it's a lot to do. Who's that you're pointing at?
I thought it was a kid. This is my husband, Eric. Come here.
Oh, come
Say
here,
hi.
son. Come on,
Hey,
son. Hey, tell me, son, do you love this woman?
oh my goodness, more than you'll ever know.
Oh,
Before you go, Eric, before you go, I want to say to you,
Okay.
young man, I like to say thank you for your service. No, I said no, I thank you for your service. I appreciate the place you made for our country in the United States Army. I appreciate that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very
You
much.
never, no, you owe me no thank you. You never have to thank me. I appreciate what you have done, and it's good to support this woman and stand by her. I know there's days where you got 4 women, 5 women in the house, man. I feel sorry for you, son.
he needs it.
Yeah, I got a really manly dog.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And so it's like a man and a half. So okay. But
Right.
There
thank
you
you,
go.
brother. And appreciate you.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome. You got a good man. You got a good
I
man.
do. Got a good
Yeah,
one. I'm keeping him.
yeah,
They,
yeah.
they,
I know. You too. He said, yeah, you got a good man. Most women were like, I tell you, the women say they'll probably cut your throat, throw you down a well for your man. So, especially it's hard
Oh,
to find a good one. But yeah, it's good that he stand by you, he supports you. Because when I
very.
talk to ladies, especially family members, to understand what's involved in this sport.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the streamer bodybuilder, like your parents might say, like, especially your dad says, "Sweetheart, yeah, I already got two. I already got a boy. I don't need another girl." Your daughter, your mom will be saying, sweetheart, you get too muscular. I don't know. You
Oh
think you might
yeah.
not find a man, or
Nope, I get it. Not from my dad passed away a couple years ago, and my
I'm so
mom
sorry.
never looked at it that way. Actually, I'll brag on my dad for a second. He could barely move, he could barely walk, he can't breathe, and he still showed up to both of my first shows while he was still alive, barely making it to the very front row. He drove, I think it was 5 hours to Oregon for my first show and drove back the same night because he had to get home on his oxygen and all the things. So shout out to dad. He was very, very supportive, very supportive.
Well,
But
rest in peace to him. Yeah.
thank you. You get that a lot. Why would you want to look like that? My sister, So, like, how big are you going to get? Like, I don't know. I'm not done yet.
Yeah. Well, tell your sister, say, hey, why don't come to the gym with me and work it out? You see how you do,
Yeah. Yeah.
get them
We have
motivated
to
into it.
a few
Hmm?
times.
Yeah. That's the thing is, yeah, it is tough. And, family understand it, people, society's view on it, but
Hmm.
this is about you and what you want to do with your life. You found something that you're a passion for. I know there's not a lot of money in bodybuilding unless you're the lucky few, like you're the top your competitors like a Samson Dewar, Chris Bumstead, Andrea Shaw. You can make a living for it. Sponsorship does help. Other than Chris, are you have any other? I mean, sorry, other than Eric, have you had other sponsors interested in you?
I'm lucky enough. My suits are sponsored by Raw. She provides me with beautiful suits. Shane's very, very particular about the cut, and she actually custom made an entire new pattern to suffice with what he wanted on my suits. She's amazing. And then I actually have a local guy. His name is Tony Giovanoni, and an old bodybuilder. He was Mr. Reno back in like 2007, and he can't compete anymore. So he sort of lives his dream through me, and he has sponsored me, I think, with $3,500. He sent me to nationals. That was how I got there. So that's just a huge blessing. He's obviously become a close friend of the family. Outside of that, no, I just have my sugar daddy paying for all my stuff so I can keep doing this.
Yeah, sugar daddy. That's the thing. Yeah, sponsor does help if you can get the right people to back you. But sometimes, Chris, you have these weird guys out there that say, "Hey, Crystal, yeah, I saw your last show. So if I do something for you, no, no, no. This is. I say like this. I would, if I could sponsor somebody, I say, Mrs. Garcia, we are particularly interested in you. We find your story about how you got into bodybuilding, your life with your husband, you're a mother of 4 children. That's very interesting. So I'm a company and I'm interested in maybe sponsoring athletes. So if you're particularly interested in being part of our company and be a brand ambassador athlete, we'd like to offer you opportunity. It's up to you. If you feel like that product helps in working your process, we're glad to do anything you need from us. And same thing, we have a good relationship with you. So, ma'am, if you're ever interested in it, just let us know and we'll set everything up for you in the future.
Those are the ones I need. I get a lot of the other ones, and I'm like, what? Why do you want to do that? Why do you just want to cash out me stuff? And then I learned why. But I need the real ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great to have that because I know the thing is that the views of it, they're gonna have this one side again. The people who don't like the sport. The other side, you might have the guys who might like it too much, a little weird,
Yeah.
But like anything, it's good that you have your friend, who helps you out. You're good to have, Eric that does that, and other people, your designer, and people that there support you. Because, like I said again, it's tough sport. And I'm going to do live tomorrow. We'll talk about how I wish there was more like assistance for competitors, especially just saw Harold Trevino just had surgery. My friend Keith had surgery. He's lucky enough that he has some kind of support. Hella has to do a GoFundMe, and I know it's just a lot. And now you're IFBB Pro. There should be some benefits. Like, okay, if something happens to you, especially you have kids, you get hurt, you get sick, you have some kind of assistance. You pay a pro card every year. What's the point of paying those fees if they don't provide anything for you as the athlete? Like I said again, we don't come to see the judges, the promoters, the sponsors. We come see you competitors. And if anything, you're an investment. Most sports and athletes have that.
You're right. And actually, that's something I hadn't really looked at before. If you compare it to any other sport, the athletes are compensated except in bodybuilding. That's interesting. I think a lot of us don't get into it, probably the majority of us don't get into it with that expectation of any sort of monetary dispense from it. It's just a passion. Maybe it's a hobby that turns into a passion or, whatever it is, but you can't do well with bodybuilding without absolutely loving it. It doesn't work that way because it's a lifestyle. You don't just train or just eat the right things. It's your sleep. It's your whole day revolves around this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to be a complete athlete. It's rest, recovery, diet. Going maybe get a massage every now and then.
Yeah,
I mean,
your body.
those are working on your body, working yourself, and also make sure you take care of your mental aspects. Because I think one thing about it that we talk about is our issue with body dysmorphia, post-show blues. Because when you get those shreds, and then you start getting more soft and doughy, and then dealing with holidays where when your kids, even though your kids say they like eating what you eat, but when they go to grandma's house and she cooks ham, turkey, and everything, and tuna casserole, they're gonna want to eat that. But you can't because you're on prep. You bring your own
Yep.
food. Sometimes friendships have changed because it's something different they don't understand. There's so much that's involved in it. And yes, it's a hobby, but also some people take it as their job or their career. Those are the lucky ones who are sponsored and paid and make money.
Yeah. Yeah, and you touched on holidays, which is something that is really interesting. Nationals was in December, so I was prepping through Halloween. I really wanted the candy, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the holidays, right? This year, I really implemented, because there are times where we'll sit down at the dinner table and I've made my family something else. So I sit down with my Tupperware and eat my chicken or fish, whatever it is. On holidays, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm just a mom and I'm just a wife. We always host. And so this year I put the Tupperware away and I told my family, okay, today I'm here. That doesn't mean I need to eat like an asshole and eat a whole pie. I was still somewhat diligent and focused on protein and things like that. But it was so nice for them to just see mom just be normal, eat the same food, eat the same plate. Is the one day out of the year going to ruin my off season? No. No. If you're in a prep setting, then obviously you can't do that. But outside of that, I think that's a really important, healthy thing to do for relationships with your family. Don't be a bodybuilder on Christmas, not on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's tough, because in I think in a couple of weeks, no, this week from now, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic is supposed to start. They're going to do the amateurs. That's that first week, the last week of February, and then the first month of March is supposed to be the Arnold. I was a fan of his when I was going to watch his movies and like Arnold and but I'm not a fan of his politics when it comes to the divisions like women's bodybuilding, physique, and figure. How he cut them out of the show. But yeah, you have to be a mom. You have to enjoy those little times of life. I know eating the whole pie. Women get pumpkin pie. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm from the South, ma'am. It's sweet potato pie for us. We don't do no pumpkin.
Oh, that's right. I've had sweet potato. I do like that. That was my go-to. I ate so much turkey that hopefully I was sick. I didn't want to eat anything else, but I still did. I went for sweet potatoes and pumpkin pie. Happy girl.
My mom used to make these cakes. It'd be like 4-layer cakes, chocolate jelly. I mean, used to love that as a kid. We have here my man Panther 7. Shout out to him. He says, "Hello, brother George, beautiful Crystal, and chat. Hope all is doing well. Also, Crystal, what is something you would want to change or improve in the industry?" So, in your standpoint as a competitor, you haven't been pro for too long. What would you like to see change in the sport for your minds, for you, as for your opinion?
So we're talking a lot about the monetary portion of it and the money. And I think it would be nice, at least for athletes, to have more of an opportunity to make money doing this. Sandy Williamson actually talked a lot about this at the women's workshop. I didn't make it this year, but last year, there was an entire piece, a segment that she had focused on. It would be nice for the athletes to be able to make a living doing this. And some of us do right now, but that's very far and few between. So it would be nice if there was more opportunity for that. I think that they do a good job really treating us like athletes, men, women across the board. I know that's discrepancy in a lot of other sports, the whole men and women thing. I think it's appropriate. The bodybuilders make a lot more money in their payouts than we do, and I think that they should. That's what people are there to see. When was the last time you talked to somebody who went just to see the figure division? I haven't, unless it's my friends or my family. And the bottom line is it comes down to who people are there to see. Those are the ones that should make more money. Doesn't bother me. Not inviting us to some of the shows is a different story. I would like to see that, but that's just a personal issue. Otherwise, just giving more opportunity to make money, to do this, more investment so that the rest of us don't have to have normal jobs if we're good enough. I'm also not a person that's give everybody a ribbon and hand it out. I think if you earn it and you work for it and you deserve it, then yeah, it should be there for you.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's like I understand that this is how I say it like this. If you know the pimping game, the men's division, the men's open division is the bottom bitch. It's the ones that always get the attention, the money. Sassadoo can walk away with nearly $500,000, but Andrea Shaw gets $50,000. I wish he got a little more. All the competitors got a little more, especially I would like this. I would do this if I could do this. It's Jake, Jake. You are the man who saved women's bodybuilding. You brought it back to Olympia. You created the Rising Phoenix. She competed at the Arizona Pro back in 2023.
Yeah.
You could rise up Andreas and the other divisions up. Like you could maybe $100,000 check for the top competitors and break it down along the way. I mean, top 10 don't have to get at least everything. I mean, guys, it's sad. Even the guy in fifth place gets more than the winners like Chris Bumstead or Sarah or Sydney or any other competitors. But still, it's an investment into these athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Just as you saw recently, Triple Dynasty is coming up. That's going to be in April, and City put the prize money for figure for $9,000.
That's the highest, aside from Olympia.
Actually, the highest is the Pittsburgh Pro. They put up $10,000. $10,000 for first, 7 for second, and third is $3,000. They don't have women's bodybuilding. They pick up men's bodybuilding. He getting like $200,000. But hey, you don't want to buy any female bodybuilders? I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, cool. Let me be cool.
But they're valid points.